Greetings all, friends. Mexico has been hit hard by Hurricane Otis. It is reported that at least 27 people have died in Acapulco and dozens more residents have been injured. Otis was classified as a Category 5 hurricane, and its devastating impact was evident in the destruction of buildings, uprooted trees, and downed power lines. The heavy rains have flooded several major highways, severely hampering traffic in the region. Local residents are now expressing their displeasure with meteorologists who, in their opinion, underestimated the scale of the disaster. In just a few hours, an ordinary storm turned into an extremely dangerous hurricane, becoming the most powerful in the history of observations in the country. People simply did not have enough time to properly prepare for this disaster. It is noted that Otis is gradually weakening, moving deeper into the region. Mexico is beginning to rebuild the affected areas. The authorities deployed 10,000 soldiers in Acapulco and mobilized all emergency services. The city's international airport has temporarily suspended its operations. Scientists say that the reason for such power of Hurricane Otis lies in climatic changes on Earth. The storm also affected the state of Texas in the United States. This region received heavy rains, gusty winds, and even tornadoes. However, their duration was extremely limited. In the video footage taken by witnesses, a swirling vortex can be seen. According to information, the tornado did not cause significant property damage. Local media reports that the bad weather is moving to the east of the state of Texas. Already now many roads are flooded, and in some areas a monthly norm of precipitation is expected to fall by the weekend. Meteorologists predict a drop in temperature to minus values and do not exclude freezing rain. All residents are urged to postpone long-distance travel, stay at home, and follow the information provided by emergency services. Now about events in the Middle East. Hamas officials reported the deaths of about 50 hostages in the Gaza Strip when the Israeli army fired on them. The circumstances of the incident are not yet clear, and there is no information on the number of people held captive. Earlier, the official representative of the Israel Defense Forces, Daniel Hagari, said there were at least 224 hostages in the Palestinian enclave, including Russians. Hamas Politburo member Husam Badran expressed the opinion that Russia can play an important role in ending the conflict in Gaza, noting that Moscow has a more balanced position compared to Western countries. He also emphasized that Russia could apply pressure to bring emergency aid to the enclave, while currently it is Israeli troops who are the ones getting in. The Jerusalem Post reports that Israeli ground troops have invaded the Gaza Strip as part of an operation against Hamas. There is no official confirmation of this information yet, but overnight Israel did conduct another operation in the central part of the enclave, striking targets controlled by radical Palestinians. The situation remains tense. Israeli state broadcaster Kan reports that Israeli police may be authorized to shoot to kill during wartime road blockades, including protesters. Tel Aviv is also actively rebuilding the Gaza border fence to ensure the safety of its troops in the enclave. About $1 billion has been spent to build this barrier system. Israel has successfully evacuated some 125,000 people from areas bordering Gaza, providing them with temporary shelter in hotels and guest rooms at the state's expense. The U.S. is reportedly moving an additional 900 troops, mostly air defense system operators, to the Middle East as the situation worsens. Iran has expressed a threat of fire towards the U.S., warning of possible consequences if the genocide in Gaza does not stop. The situation is complex, and many are wondering who is really in control of events and who is a puppet. Perhaps Russia can play a key role in bringing peace to the region. Your views on this are welcome in the comments. In the northern states of the United States, at this time, Halloween celebrations suddenly resemble Christmas celebrations. For example, more than 45 centimeters of snow fell in Washington and Montana, which led to blocked roads, and many remote villages were isolated from the outside world. Emergency services are working in the emergency mode, and local residents have to free roads and houses from snow on their own. It has become known that the cold air and snow came from neighboring Canada. At present, there is ice and snow drifts on the roads. Such bad weather will last until the end of the week, which is a cause for concern, especially in connection with possible waterlogging. Local authorities urge residents to remain calm and consider this situation as a temporary phenomenon. In Argentina, an outbreak of bird flu has killed dozens of sea lions. According to reports, the disease has claimed the lives of 74% of the cubs. Scientists are worried because it happened during the animals' molting period, and bird flu could affect their ability to change their skins. Reports also indicate that not only were seal pups affected, but a significant number of adult lions died. In some areas, adult numbers have been reduced by 40 to 70%. Sea lions in this region are becoming an endangered species. Due to this situation, authorities are urging the public to refrain from visiting beaches along the Argentine coastline where cases have been detected. The length of the area exposed to this threat is about 5,000 kilometers. Continuing our news, moving to China, where we are seeing some amazing footage. This is a hotel in Yanjiao, and it has a fascinating legend. According to local belief, 3 deities protect the hotel's guests and staff from evil spirits and disasters. According to this legend, God Fu, in his red robe, symbolizes good luck. God Lu, in his green robe, brings career advancement and wealth, while God Shu, in orange, is associated with longevity. An interesting fact is that the site where the hotel stands today was formerly a cemetery. To banish evil spirits and the calamities associated with them, it was decided to install these 3 gods in the hotel. Remarkably, this hotel was listed in the Guinness Book of Records in 2001 as the largest monument building. Friends, how do you feel about the fate of the residents of Mexico after the hurricane? And in your opinion, why, despite advanced technology, people still cannot completely prevent such devastating natural disasters? Regarding the Palestinian-Israeli conflict, we see that even with official Western efforts to free the hostages, the conflict remains critical. This may raise questions about Israel's strategy and policy in Gaza. Do you think Russia can really play a key role in ending this war? As for the weather in your home areas, has it snowed yet, or has it not yet? Share your observations in the comments. We wish you all peace and prosperity, and don't forget to take care of yourselves and our shared planet, our home. Let us always remember the importance of being a human being with a capital letter.